Political Buzz is your rapid-fire look at the best political topics of the day. 3 questions, 30 seconds on the clock. Playing with us today, SiriusXM radio host and comedian Pete Dominick on the left, Jason Johnson of Politic 365 in the middle, and CNN contributor Will Cain. Welcome to all of you.
Hey, Carol.
Good morning.
Good morning. So first question, if you're feeling nostalgic for the McCarthy era, let Florida Congressman Allen West help you out. He was asked at a town hall meeting, how many members of Congress are card-carrying Marxists?
I believe there's about 78 to 81 members of the Democrat Party that are members of the Congress Party.
Okay, so 2012, maybe it's the new 1950, I don't know. West later said he was referring to Congressional Progressive Caucus members. Of course, as you know, Sarah Palin thinks West should be Mitt Romney's running mate, maybe. So how about it, guys? Allen West for VP? Will?
I love the specificity. 78 to 81, somewhere in that range. You know, his mistake was limiting it so specifically to the Communist Party. The question actually said an international socialist. And come on, I mean, you know, we start drawing gray lines here. We go from progressive to social democrat to socialist to communist. I mean, he just shouldn't have narrowed it so much. I'm kind of joking. VP,
What do you mean
no.
you're kind of joking?
Well, Pete, like, take Pete, for example. Pete's pretty, you're a socialist, right, Pete?
No. No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey,
See?
on VP, your
You've
question...
heard that. You've heard it.
Okay, so Pete, you go next now.
Well, listen, I think Congressman Kid and Play has proven over and over that he lives in bizarro land, whatever district that is in Florida. He constantly makes all kinds of claims that have no evidence. He said, I've heard this. This guy's an embarrassment to Will and all conservatives because there's no evidence to anything he says. As far as him being Romney's running mate, Romney West sounds great. One's pro-life, one's pro-choice, one's anti-public health care, one's pro-public health care. Wait a second, no, I'm sorry. That's a Romney ticket. I get confused sometimes.
Oh, Jason.
Look, Allen West is not a good idea. The guy is volatile. I mean, he went after Debbie Wasserman Schultz. He's always saying crazy stuff. He has that sort of, he shot somebody in the ear or tried to shoot somebody when he was in Iraq. He will be a mistake through and through. He's not going to get you the military vote that's already going to vote Republican. He's not going to get you the African-American, that sort of 1992 high-top fade from, like, you know, Steve Urkel or something. There's nothing about him that's going to bring in the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. Romney should leave him alone.
Okay, second question. Let's talk about the Hilary Rosen Ann Romney Twitter war. It started when Rosen slammed Mrs. Romney for, in her words, not working a day in her life. Ann Romney fires back. This is her tweet. I made a choice to stay at home and raise 5 boys. Believe me, it was hard work. Is this attack on Ann Romney's working woman cred fair? Will?
No. I want to make a couple points here. Actually, Hilary Rosen is a friend of mine, and Hilary Rosen is a mother of 2 children. She said something stupid, and I think very, very should be rebutted strongly on the merits of the idea. But as a person, Hillary is a very good person, and I like her. Second, what it does, though, is it exposes the stupidity of this war on women talk. It's, you know, you play with fire, you get burned. You dance with the devil, use all those bromides. You want to develop some narrative about a war on women? Well, then you wade into that and say something like this, be ready for it to be turned on you. Don't divide us. We're just all Americans.
This is just another example of how the Republicans are trying to shift the narrative against, you know, away from the war on women. Look, the fact of the matter is everybody knows what Rosen was talking about. Ann Romney raised 5 boys. That's great. Raising children is work. But she didn't have to worry about going outside the home to get a job, which is a concern that most American women actually have. Everyone knows the difference here. The Republicans are trying to make this a new issue because they have no policies that make independent women happy, and Romney is losing to Barack Obama by 18 points amongst women in swing states.
Pete.
Wow, double down.
Well, I think Hillary was a little careless and made the same mistake I've often made and forgetting how difficult and how much work it is to raise kids. But to be fair, man, I mean, you know, Ann Romney was born into privilege. She certainly married into tremendous wealth and didn't have to worry about things that almost every woman in this country has to worry about. The economic inequality gap in this country, as we all know, is getting more and more. And women that have to not only raise kids, but go to work every day just to make ends meet, to worry about concerns like providing their kids with health care, that is what women are really concerned about. And this is all perception. Women know what's going on right now. We don't have to try to convince them.
I would agree with that, Bart. Women do know what's going on.
Yeah.
We don't need people to tell us. Your buzzer beater now, 20 seconds each. Michelle Obama has been all over the dial in the last few weeks. She was on Nickelodeon and Jimmy Fallon and David Letterman, The Biggest Loser. And now Stephen Colbert is working for Michelle Obama, and it might pay off for her husband, too. Who knows? Maybe Ann Romney needs to get out there, too. So what TV show do you think Ann should strive for? Will?
Leno, I don't know, something like that. I've got to return to the phenomenal answers that Pete and Jason just gave on the last question, which I cannot believe the strategy of dividing Americans and narrowing down the qualified people to speak on the economy to exclude women who haven't participated in a job you qualify as earning a wage. Go with this strategy, boys. This is going to be a good one for you.
Okay, Jason, answer the question as you will.
First off, Will, I'm not your boy. Second off, we're talking about major issues that have to deal with how women function in this country economically. And let me say something else. If I was Ann Romney, the first place I would go is the OWN network. Look, Oprah Winfrey used to support Barack Obama. That hurt her. Now her channel is failing. She should see if she can pull some of Obama's supporters from 2008 to join Mitt Romney in 2012.
Ooh, Pete.
What TV show should Ann Romney go on? None. She should do radio. My show on SiriusXM. Stand Up with Pete Dominick. I'd love to have you on the program, Ann Romney. Will comes on all the time. Dr. Johnson is going to come on very soon, I hope. But if she had to do a TV show, I'd pitch a couple. How about The Housewife of Mitt Romney? Or no. What do Republicans watch today, Will? How about this one? I got an idea. Law and Order Prenatal Unit. My serious answer is every night at 6 p.m. right here on CNN, right, every night, John King is the most painfully fair interviewer ever. So I think she should go on with John King.
Okay, point taken. Thanks for playing today. It was interesting and spunky, and I like that.
Thanks, Carol.
Still ahead on Newsroom, a high-speed...